A new West Seattle film encourages us to leave it to the Beavers. We're deep into a construction craze, the landscape changing overnight. Of course, this is hardly news anymore, except this particular furor is fueled by beavers. Yes, beavers, the sizable waterborne rodents that many of us have encountered in copious cartoons, from Mr. Busy in Lady and the Tramp to the dam builders in Curious George. With exaggerated buck teeth and paddle tails as tools of their trade, these amiable avatars sport wide-eyed smiles and hard hats to convey a busy, zesty persona. But few Seattleites have seen actual beavers. That's because they surface primarily at night, so we aren't aware of their existence here. Pamela Adams is out to change that. The one-time California fine arts student and insurance broker moved to Alki 3 years ago and joined a wide, if unheralded, world of beaver advocates, morphing into what she calls the freelance beaver detective. That's also the title of Fauntleroy filmmaker K.D. Ray's new 56-minute documentary, which, besides Adams, features other beaver promoters and city officials, along with waterway chronicler and former Seattle Times photographer Tom Reese. Adams' passion to track beavers found a ready lab in one of Seattle's 49 streams, West Seattle's Longfellow Creek. Stretching 4.5 miles, according to the documentary, nearly 3 miles in daylight, it runs south to north from Rocks Hill Park and beneath Westwood Village Mall to the creek's buried endpoint beneath Nucor Steel and the West Seattle Bridge in Elliott Bay. Despite myriad human barriers, Adams says the creek boasts 5 beaver families that diligently chew trees and build dams and lodges, creating ponds that foster other wildlife, a far cry from the fur trade of centuries past when beavers were hunted to near extinction for their pelts. The beavers are actually water keepers, Adams says in the film. They're doing what they can, what they've always done for thousands of years, and they are part of our ecosystem. In this place that we have urbanized, we've channelized, we've paved over, they are doing the natural process. A key example, just north of West Seattle Golf Course, the creek's culminating culvert and a trash catcher that Reese nicknamed Monstro for the vicious whale in Pinocchio have existed for at least 87 years. Today, Reese says beavers' tenacious ponding has helped adult coho salmon to spawn there. Adams' advocacy does require compromise. She works with Seattle Public Utilities to keep ponds from flooding footbridges and other property. She also buys and installs wire fencing to protect homeowners' trees. But it's hard not to be captivated by the film's industrious critters. In scores of sequences, many recorded with night vision cameras, the real beavers are more compelling than any cartoon. In our first then photo, West Seattle's Longfellow Creek, looking south from its culvert and trash catcher north of West Seattle Golf Course on February 9, 1938. In our second and last then photo, the same scene looking north on the same day. Above, a car points westbound on Andover Street. Today, the freelance beaver detective Pamela Adams, waterway documentarian Tom Reese, and filmmaker K.D. Ray stand next to Longfellow Creek's northern culvert and trash catcher Monstro. Also today, Adams, Reese, and Ray sit atop Longfellow Creek's northern culvert and the trash catcher Monstro. Also today, an adult beaver and baby called a kit communicate along Longfellow Creek near Yancey Street. The Freelance Beaver Detective documentary will be shown September 14th in the Global Documentaries Without Borders International Film Festival. The film is competing for a prize in the category of Wildlife, Nature, and Animals. For more info, visit freelancebeaverdetective.com. Also today, an adult beaver and baby, called a kit, chew on a branch and foliage along Longfellow Creek. Also today, a beaver chews on a branch along Longfellow Creek. Also today, an adult coho reaches fresh water while swimming from the creek's northern culvert into a daylight section of Longfellow Creek to spawn. Also today, in this scene from the Freelance Beaver Detective documentary, Pamela Adams cuts wire to protect a homeowner's tree along Longfellow Creek. And finally, Pamela Adams' Beaver Advocacy t-shirt bears the pun, "Thank you."